last night you, me, and Preston were kind of collaborating on a Reside kind of framework for scoreboards and leaderboards for your team.
Yeah.
Like, how do you display a scoreboard for your team that motivates them, that holds them accountable? And you pointed out in Follow Up Boss, for those that use Follow Up Boss, there's a point system.
Yeah.
So your agents get points based on certain measures, leading measures, calls, emails, appointments. And between the three of us, we came up with a blueprint on how we use that for our teams that we shared with everyone in Reside. That works. And I'm like, that is magical.
Yeah. I mean, dude, that's something that I decided to implement more from attending the mastermind, right?
Mhm.
Like, though the leaderboard was a second thought to me, not second thought, but it wasn't such a primary focus prior to the mastermind. I came home on Sunday and we rolled out like mastermind for our appointments on Tuesday, right? So everybody's just getting.
Well, I was doing that, I was reporting numbers to the team, calls, emails, texts to the team. And I had one of my top agents said, this doesn't really motivate me. And I said, oh, really? Doesn't motivate you? Even though she was calling me, letting me know she's watching and seeing it. Right. So maybe it is motivating you. Maybe you do care where you rank.
Yeah.
Right. So be careful what people say to you. Kind of observe, are you getting the actions you want? Because a lot of times you'll put a leaderboard out there or a scoreboard and they'll be like, I don't like that. Well, maybe you don't like your 5th place.
Yes.
Right. And now you need to kick it up a notch. So as a coach and a team leader, there's a really good Netflix documentary series where they have some coaches from different sports. And one of the coaches is the tennis coach of Serena Williams.
Okay.
And I don't know his name, but he's a French tennis player. And he goes, my job's to get her it's hard to get Serena Williams, to work harder. I need to find whatever it takes. That's what he said. At this level, I'm going to do it and deploy it if it means she gets a better result. She might kick and scream, push back. That doesn't matter. What matters is it going to make Serena Williams better? And it's so amazing. So I thought about that with my top agents. I'm like, okay, is it working? Is it getting you to move the needle? But she did say something that was important. She said, Nick, that doesn't really motivate me. I like to see the sales numbers.
Yeah.
Because when I'm not in the top 5, that motivates me. So I said, Roger that. So I have this scoreboard and I have this scoreboard, and I go both.
Yep.
Because people are motivated for different reasons.
Dude, we publish the top 5 agents every month, and we publish the top 5 leaderboard champs every week.
Publicly, internally, let's talk about that. Internally or externally, or both?
Facebook Facebook, Instagram for both, and Slack.
How does that motivate? How does that also promote your agents? Have you found any feedback on that?
We do. Everybody loves acknowledgement, right? Public acknowledgement, especially from their boss or leader. Everyone loves that. And also, I think it's a great way to celebrate all the wins without it being production-based. Right? Because you can win at the leaderboard every week. Eventually, you'll hit that top 5 for our production, too.
And it's a lagging measure, too. It might take 90 days, 100 days.
Yeah, the lagging measure.
Yeah. Because I was talking to Preston about this, and Preston's like, well, he has a contest in which if you sell a certain amount of homes or a volume, if you sell over $1 million a month, you get invited to a lunch. This is a team lunch. It's exclusive. It's for the top producers to hang out, have fun, collaborate, bond. And, it's like a top producers club. Do you have a top producer club type of thing?
I have been really inconsistent on celebrating.
But have you done it in the past?
I have.
Yeah. I one of my cousins, he's been in sales his whole life in Silicon Valley, and they do like the top 20% for the year. They always go to like something bonkers nice, right? Like the Four Season Monterey Bay or something really exclusive. And it's a motivator for a lot of people, and it's a feather in the cap a little bit. But
It's bragging rights.
bragging rights. But back to Preston's point, he said $1 million, and I go, but that's not the point system. He goes, but here's the thing. He goes, over time, the people with the most points are the ones in the top 5. Yeah. So you got to make sure that those are things line up, right?
Yeah.
Make sure.
Well, actually, they have to almost by proxy. If you do the most activity, you're talking to the most people.
Yeah, by proxy.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they're not lining up, then you're probably not scoreboarding the right activities. Right.